Hello everyone, and welcome back to Celebstrology, where we analyze celebrities and their astrology. So today we are going to be talking about if Gigi and Zayn are a good astrological match. Let's find out. Alright, so everyone has what is called an astrology natal chart or birth chart, which details where all the planets were located on your birthday, down to the exact minute of your birth. Fortunately, we have an exact time of birth for both Gigi and Zayn, so our reading will be much more specific and accurate. Gigi was born April 23, 1995 at 6:26 a.m. in Los Angeles, California, making her a Taurus with a Taurus rising. This means she is very what you see is what you get. Some people have a first impression totally different from their true self, but not Gigi. Since both her sun sign and rising sign are the same, she has a very consistent personality. There is not a camera Gigi and a behind the scenes Gigi. It's all her, all the time. Alright, so let's talk about Taurus and what that means. Taurus is a down-to-earth, steady sign that doesn't like to overcomplicate life. Taurus wisdom is that the best things in life are simple. It is all about creature comforts, from food to touch to possessions. Yes, it can be pretty money-oriented and needs a lot of stuff and belongings in order to feel secure. Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, which governs love, beauty, and money. It is a realistic sign that wants to succeed in living a pragmatic life without too much wildness or change. As a matter of fact, Gigi's entire astrology chart is uncomfortable with change. More on that shortly. But for starters, with Gigi you have a steady-minded woman who enjoys the finer things in life and is not all that adventure-oriented or hedonistic. She is reliable. So how does this work with Zayn? Very, very well. Zayn is a Capricorn, born January 12th, 1993 at 10 a.m., another pragmatic earth sign, even though you probably would not think so when you first meet him. The reason why is that Zayn's rising sign, which is your first impression, is in dreamy, magical, spiritual Pisces. He probably presents himself as romantic and soft-spoken when he is actually much more grounded. He also probably comes off as sensitive and emotional and possibly even feminine. But when you get to know him on a deeper level, he actually values practicality over dreaminess, making Gigi already a good match for him. As we continue to analyze Zayn's chart, we will discover that his energy is much more dreamy and sensitive than the success-driven Capricorn man that he really is. This is a real struggle for him. So many of his planets are in extremely flexible signs, even though he wants a life with his feet on the ground, where he is not dominated by his feelings and mood changes. This is what makes Gigi so perfect for him. They both value success and stability, but Gigi is definitely the more solid of the two and can anchor Zayn. You may or may not know, there are 3 types of zodiac signs based on the season you were born. Cardinal signs start seasons and like to initiate new projects, even though they may or may not stick to them. You have lots of cardinal energy in your chart if you have planets in Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn. Fixed signs are in the middle of seasons and are great at consistency and sticking to endeavors. The fixed signs are Taurus for spring, Leo for summer, Scorpio for fall, and Aquarius for winter. Lastly, we have the mutable signs, which transition seasons and are great at adaptability, change, and incorporating new ideas. These are Gemini for the end of spring, Virgo for the end of summer, Sagittarius for the end of fall, and Pisces for the end of winter. Gigi's chart is almost entirely made up of fixed signs. She can't stand change. She is very, very consistent and can be extremely stubborn. She has amazing tenacity and resilience, but adapting to new ideas and people is quite difficult for her. She may also struggle with being an initiator. But Zayn has what she lacks. His chart has tons of cardinal signs, making him a fearless self-starter and unafraid to launch something new. Wasn't he the first One Direction singer to go solo? And he has several mutable signs for flexibility. He is an excellent pioneer and adapter with both cardinal and mutable signs, but lacks stability. Unlike Gigi, he does not have any fixed signs in his chart, so he doesn't know how to be consistent with his ideas and routines, which is Gigi's forte. If you are trying to analyze relationship compatibility, I highly recommend you look into the distribution of cardinal, mutable, and fixed signs. Gigi is Zayn's anchor, and he is her magic. Let's discuss their moon signs, which is your emotional self, and what you need in life to feel emotionally okay in the world. Gigi's moon sign is in Aquarius, which means she sometimes needs space to analyze and does not enjoy being smothered. She likes to intellectualize her feelings and does not want to dwell in or identify with them. This may make her seem cold and distant at times, but she needs to be allowed to detach in order to deal with her emotions. This gives her a bit of a quirky, inventive, independent streak as well, and makes her crave a life that is interesting and perhaps a bit funky and creative. She likes to think of herself as open-minded, and she is, up to a certain extent. Aquarius is still a fixed sign, meaning there is a limit, and she will get stubborn-minded. Zayn's moon is in Virgo, which is analytical, detail-oriented, self-critical, and obsessive. This adds a little bit of neuroticism to him, but also makes him much more thoughtful and genuine. Virgo is an earth sign, meaning it needs measurable, practical success in life, but it also likes to be taken care of, bolstered, and supported. Zayn is not a happy-go-lucky guy. His Virgo moon adds intense analysis to his approach to life, and he likes to get everything just right and exact rather than function as a free spirit. Again, like we said before, his energy may be soft and creative, but his sun and moon and pragmatic earth signs means what he really seeks in this life is success. And Gigi can probably bring this out of him and see past his sparkle. He probably desires a life that is highly functional and is a very result-oriented person. He probably also does not have a lot of patience for people that are perpetual children. Gigi and Zayn are young parents, but their charts indicate they would probably be naturals in their roles as father and mother. Parenting would be very intuitive for charts like theirs. Neither values the experience of perpetual youth, and both of them are much more comfortable functioning as grown-ups rather than teenagers. Their astrology charts point to personalities that are happiest when settled down. Emphasizing this, they both have Mercury and Earth signs, Gigi's in Taurus and Zayn's in Capricorn, meaning their thoughts are dominated by practical manners. Neither one has their head in the clouds. These are reality-oriented people. And finally, let's talk about their romance signs and general energy. Gigi is a bit more fiery in this department. Her Venus, which rules your love style, is in Aries, but pretty much exactly on the Aries-Pisces cusp, meaning she will have elements of both. She oscillates between Aries Cavalier, Prince Charming energy and Pisces dreamy romance. When it comes to what and how she loves, she isn't nearly as practical as she is with the rest of her life and everyday matters and career, and instead is all about being swept off her feet. This is the only part of her chart that isn't quite so steady and grounded and adds a bit of passion to an otherwise hyper-rational horoscope. Your Mars sign is your general energy and how you assert yourself, and hers is in Leo, which is another steady fixed sign, but also likes to be the star of the show. She carries herself like the queen bee supermodel that she is. Zayn's love style Venus sign is in Pisces, which is soft and sensitive. he is a compassionate, sweet person and likes to express this in his romantic relationships. Lastly, his Mars sign is in Cancer, so when he approaches life, he leads with an emotional feminine style. All these water signs in his chart make him very tender-hearted. His pragmatic Capricorn sun and Virgo moon don't particularly care for his sensitive side, but it is very much a part of him. Unfortunately, Gigi can help stabilize and solidify his goals. I was very impressed with not only their compatibility, but also their astrology charts on their own. These are both great people as individuals and even better together. Neither of them probably felt very good as young people, since they both have astrology placements that are quite serious. And I suspect the older they get, the more they will come into their own and hopefully live a settled down, successful life that is free from Hollywood's craziness, which seems to be their astrological aspiration. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was actually a suggestion from a fan in the comments, so please let me know your thoughts. Click the like button if you want to support the channel, and subscribe if you'd like to be informed on the latest celebrities and their astrology.
Alone, who do you want next to you?
You.
Thanks, baby.